Hey Canada, Mark here, and I am with Beth Schmidt. How are you doing, Beth?
Really good, Mark. How you doing?
I'm doing great. We have coming up this fall the 7 Churches of Revelation Conference. Now, why would we want to do the 7 Churches of Revelation Conference?
I think Jesus says it best. He says, "Blessed is he who reads and those who hear the words of the prophecy and heed the things which are written in it, for the time is near." And for sure, Mark, we know the time is near of Jesus' return.
Absolutely. And you know what? It's quite possible that you have worked through the Revelation precept upon precept studies. And you're thinking to yourself, no, I don't need to go to this conference. What more could I learn from this conference that I haven't learned in the precept studies already? What do you think, Beth? Should people come?
I would say yes, 1,000 times over, yes. There's so much more that we can look at, and we'll be doing that in the conference.
Right, so we want to think about the conference in this way, and looking at the churches. Not only do we want to look at those churches and what was happening in that time, but how does what John wrote back then apply to us today? Not only the church in Canada today, but you and I as a part of the church. We want to look internally at our own hearts and see if any of the characteristics that Jesus brings up in these churches apply to you and I, and that we take these warnings, these things that we should pay attention to, and do something about it with what we learn.
The question is, isn't it, Mark? Are we going to do anything about it? Will we be the doers of the word, not just the hearers?
Absolutely. So what do you need to do now is you need to go over to our website, preceptministries.ca, click on the conferences advertising, and get yourself registered for the 2 events, one happening in Alberta, one happening in Ontario, and we can't wait to see you. Let's pack these locations full of people who are ready to study the Word of God. We'll see you then.